So, Hani, most people know you as a serial entrepreneur, and you have been going around doing a lot of business. In a way, you're like a business ninja. Like, if you were to reintroduce yourself to our audience, how would you best describe yourself?
I would say I am a lot of things. I have different hats. However, I would say at the moment I am a freelancer. I am a freelancer because I am actually doing a marketing business at the moment. So because at this particular moment of time, I have 2 kids and I am mostly staying at home. And then doing this freelancer thing, marketing thing, I can actually work around it, like around my time. I can do it like before subuh, during my kids punya nap time. So I would say at the moment I'm a freelancer and I'm happily doing it as a stay-at-home mother. And yeah, mostly marketing and sales freelancer. If I keep going, it's actually you will know me better.
What are some of the business that you have been involved over the last few years?
Okay, over the last few years. Okay, now most people, I would say most people know me as Captain, Covered Captain. Okay? Covered Captain. So meaning that I was the captain of CoveredByAnnisa, a modest wear brand for female, for women. So we started officially back in 2014. So that was when most people know me, the Hani of CBA. So if you are watching this and you know me from CBA, then must be our age is macam.
Then you know how old they are already.
Yes. Because mostly Gen Z, they macam don't really know me lah. So I was the captain of CBA because I was mostly the macam the face lah. Although it was actually owned by my sister, I was mostly depan camera. So I was the face of CBA. So people thought I was the owner, I was the founder, but I'm like the second boss. Okay? That's why I'm the captain. So the tauke is my sister. Hashtag tauke CBA. We have hashtag that time.
Why captain? Like, who came up with the term?
It's my sister. Because we wanted the brand to be like memorable lah, in a way, because we want to stand out from other brands. So CoveredByAnnisa, and then Covered Captain, and then the tauke, and then all of our designs has a different story and different names. We call our staff Covered Crews. Yeah, so like every of our events, if we have events, we will like macam give a specific name and specific theme, so that people remember it. Okay, so one of the biggest, I would say the biggest ventures in business world would be CoveredByAnnisa. It is still ongoing at the moment. However, it's on a bit of a break, I would say. Our boutique has closed during COVID, during COVID time. We tried to give life to it. We tried for about a year or 2 years kali, until I gave birth to my first daughter, and then things weren't working out. Priorities changed. That was one of the things lah, when COVID came, and then priorities of our market shifted, because that time people don't care about what you're wearing. People are all staying at home. They don't want to buy the latest baju or jubah or tudong. No, that's not the priority. So priority changed that time, and we were actually like still berkayuh lah. Berkayuh. We were hustlers. So anyway, so we didn't want to give up on CBA. That was like number one. We didn't want to give up on our business. We didn't want to give up on CBA. We did not want to give up on our childhood dream. Yeah, so because bini-bini kan, we like to dress up and stuff. So so we tried selling face mask and other stuff lah.
Just to make the business come by and have different source of revenue, right?
Yes, exactly. As I said, just to macam trying to bring life to that business at that time. So, but then, however, macam we tried this and that, kali it didn't work. So we had to make a decision, an informed decision, with my sister lah, of course, because she's the decision maker. So we had to keluar dari our boutique, and then we rented a tempat just for warehouse lah, because we had a lot of stuff kan to simpan our stock apa. Okay, and then we jual our stocks, jual lots of things lah, lots of things yang we sell. And then after that, and then we just decided to okay lah, just discontinue the business, and then and move on. So that was when, and then after that, which is Masa Hani, I would say my family business has a new objective, a new vision, and then now, as you said tadi, what are the other businesses would be play school / daycare. We have, alhamdulillah, and at the moment we have 2 branches already, Rimba and Madang, and then what was the other one?
Printing.
I forgot. Tuition school. We have tuition school as well. That is actually the passion of my mother. The passion in education. She was a teacher, my mother. So her passion shapes the business that she's doing. And then, so me being, I don't know, it just comes naturally to me, just to be the business supporter of whatever business my family wants to do. And I grew up in a business environment, I would say. My mom, she quit being a teacher early lah, I think 1990, 95, 96, balum pension lah. She quit the job and then buat business. So you can imagine us being brought up in such environment, so it becomes natural to us to just macam do business.
Would you say that growing up watching your mother or having her as a role model, right, impact the way that you see, you envision your adult life? So was employment part of the equation for you, or it was more like, nope, since young, I knew that the moment I grew up, I want to be a businesswoman?
You can actually count how many times I applied for a job.
It's like how many times? 3 times?
Using your fingers, not even your
like applying for a job.
Yeah, so that just shows where my soul is actually lah, because I am a fond believer of whatever I do, I have to do it. I have to do something that I'm happy doing.
That explains the ninja that you are, right? Starting from CoveredByAnnisa, going to family business right now, involving with tuition school, with daycare. I think what we can gather from you is you see yourself more of an entrepreneur, as a business person, and it was something that was embedded to you, probably subconsciously because of the upbringing, having all this business person in your family. So that kind of became your ambition, cita saya when I grow up, not any other job, not office, but I want to create something. And I think that is good, because one key takeaway that I can have from this is a lot of people are still thinking about once I've graduated, I must look for a job. And we all understand that, the employment market is going to be more and more difficult. And sometimes we have to find a space for ourselves as well, doing things that we like. And what you said earlier on that captured my attention was, I'm also involved with different industry. But what pushes me is I just find excitement in it. I just feel like I wanted to do it, right? Like
you word it out like better.
yeah, it's just that I cannot imagine myself doing 9 to 5 anymore. It's not easy, but it's quite rewarding, right? It's quite rewarding. I want to go back a little bit into CBA because I think there's a lot of things that we can learn from experience from that. You mentioned about that being a childhood dream between you and your sisters, right? No, we all have that dream when we're younger, right? Growing up, I want to do this, I want to do that. How did it actually started?
So anyway, 2009 we actually started, but then it was like macam accidental pulang because we usually just buy things online during that time on Facebook from Malaysia in bulk. So just
For yourself?
for us, yes, for us all the 4 girls in the family. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 girls in the family, including my mom lah tu. So that was when we had leftovers from the bulk that we bought, and then the leftover, and then okay lah, why not we just sell it? So we had Facebook at that time, so we sell it on Facebook. And at that time, if you can imagine, like if you can recall, that time almost zero people selling shawls or like fashionable scarves lah.
Yes.
Fashionable scarves. So during that time, it was like a hype, brabes.
Yes.
And then because of that, macam okay lah, macam, so we keep buying. We keep buying. So accidentally, we had become
personal shopper.
Yeah, in a way. So the business just started, and we called ourselves Annisa Collections. Actually, after we came back from the UK, that was when we rebranded jadi CBA, Covered by Annisa.
Coming back from UK as in studying or?
Yes, we got scholarship. Yes, we got scholarship, alhamdulillah. My sister was in the UK until master, and then myself degree sejak.
I totally can relate because when you talk about 2008 and 2009, it was because when I started dating my wife then, it was in 2009. And I remember very clearly that time it was very popular about contact lens. You know, like the colorful contact lens, right? Yes. And you have like the purple color, the pink color, the pink, and then there's a lot like flowers, different design, right?
Yes.
And I remember the options were very limited. You have to really go to Facebook and find that seller, talk to them, and then try to connect, make payments, and then they would have to post it to you, right? So I totally remember that time.
Yes,
and then they put it into album. So you have to click on album by album, and then you name it.
I remember.
So I remember that time, and it was even then, Facebook wasn't that accessible to everyone, even that time, right? So that's how you started. So you started, went to UK, and then you came back.
Yes, and rebranded.
And then rebranded.
Open a store.
Okay.
Physical store.
Nice. I want to talk into a little bit more about how you open that physical stores. That this is part of the insights, but we would get back into it right after this short break. Hi guys, how do you find the show so far? If you like what we are doing or you have some feedback for us, do share your comment in the section below. We will read it and we'll find ways to improve on it. Thank you. And now, back to the show. Right, just before the break, we got to know Hani a little bit more about her early days, how she started the Covered by Annisa, and when she and her sister left for UK for studies, and then they got back to Brunei and they opened up a physical store. So, Hani, can you tell us a little bit more about how the physical store actually started, and how did you feel at that time?
Okay. 2014, was it 2014? Okay. We opened up a physical store in Lambak. You know Mili Mewah?
Yep.
Just opposite it, there is a laundry now.
Okay.
Masane, laundry. That same laundry spot was CBA.
Oh.
It was a half unit. We just took half unit, like a long rectangular store lah. Everything was DIY. Cat pun by our dad. DIY. And I was not there at that time, because I was still studying in the UK. My sister was the only one who were di sana during the opening, and she used everything she got, everything she saved from the allowances to open up that store.
Wow.
Yes. which explains that she had to do everything DIY lah. But yes, but it looks very raw. I would say I can recall that the shop looks cute pulang, tapi now macam if you lihat balik kan macam
why did I choose that color?
macam okay, tapi it worked, it worked, and at that time people were still excited for CBA, and people were excited to see that okay, Annisa Collections has rebranded jadi CBA, and then my sister got a job because my sister she is like the A student lah.
Wow.
Like A student. You can imagine like sudah dapat the scholarship from Brunei, and then she got scholarship from that university in UK. So that's how like top student she is lah. So she got offered a job. So of course she took it, and sebenarnya okay. So pause. Short break. Yeah. Okay. Sebenarnya all this. When you see people like doing business and stuff, had the capital and modal, not model. The capital to start up a business doesn't mean that they are well off,
Agree.
Because we grew up the hard way. Like, as I said, I witnessed my mom, my dad, doing business, a lot of business, They sold jagong, they sold cucur, and then they had ejen amah. You just name it. They had kadai runcit, they had kadai jahit, a lot of things. So I would say we are a family of hustlers, and I'm actually proud of it. I think it's also a proud moment for my sister because she was like completely 100% use her savings from UK just to open up her dream shop lah. Because she is the fashionable one actually. Out of us sisters, she is the fashionable one. She's the one who always designed our baju for Raya.
Wow.
And we had to just wear it. No choice. Okay.
So she decided to take up the offer and went for the job.
Yes, of course. Yes. So macam and of course the job it pays well lah. Some people do business as a side income. Some people do business because of passion, because they want to do it macam tu. Because some people they have extra money and then they want to double it. Kan macam it's my investment gitu. Some people do business because of that, and some people do business because it's the only hope. It's the only hope just to make ends meet. And I gotta say that's what I respect. That's why I respect my parents, because that's what I learned from them. You have no one but yourself. At the end of the day, you have no one but yourself and your family. Someone told me this before masa we had the event di BSP kato Panaga. Money is important. Ikut tujuan punya Tahu sudah. Money is important. But what's more important? Family. Family is important. So yet again, it all comes back to why you do your business atau macam if it's for your family, then you whatever happens macam of course doing business and balum lagi you manage your stuff, you manage your team, you have to manage yourself, and then you have to manage the finance and stuff lagi. So undoubtedly you have to be macam at some point you can be stressed out and stuff. So yeah, and again it's okay just to pause and have a break. Lepas itu just go home and then just be happy, spend time with your family, because that is why you do the business itu kan sebenarnya. That is why you macam you fight every day tu is because of that. Kalau you balik pun you stress, it's macam no point.
The why, the purpose is important.
Purpose, yes, correct.
So when your sister took up the job, because obviously it gives more financial security for the family as well, so she took it up. Was that the reason why you stepped in to support the business?
Oh, okay. So, in a way, yes. Macam so, and I also was enjoying it kan, macam from before we went to the UK tu. So, I already had this, I know in my mind that okay, when I go back to Brunei, this is what I want to do, which is to continue and to jaga CBA. I already have that in mind, and it's exciting lah, because you can do, because it's yours, it's yours. You can do like almost anything to it. You can try Hani one day and then and see if it goes well. Satu hindi dapat, cuba Ani lagi, cuba Ani. I think that is what excites me kali in doing business, because I can be as creative as I want, and then macam if it doesn't go well pun macam it's okay, macam move on lah, macam nada apa-apa, macam you're still here jua chatwa.
So it's like all the freedom to be creative, to try things that you wanted to do, and also having that accountability, right? How was the business trajectory before the COVID?
Okay. So when I came back, because I was an IT student, so when I came back, of course, website number one. I met the website from CBA. So cuba, and then work out. Tapi there is a limitation lah, because in Brunei, I think you probably know Joa because of payment gateway and stuff. So the website indah function fully in terms of the checkout bit. Tapi it was okay, and we were macam happy lah, because I would say CBA tu macam ada the first website yang again like macam during that time belum ada like a modest wear brand yang local to have their own website, and then it excites us that not in a macam
kambang
not like kambang, but it's like macam a proud moment for us lah. As we consider ourselves a small business owner lah. So during that time the brand was really doing well. And then because our design satu jua, I can say it's different, and we know our niche very well. That is our strength lah. We know our niche very well. So our niche is actually young people, young women who wants to cover up, but still don't look macam outdated. So we know this niche they want to cover up, tapi they want to be fashionable jua, tapi not too much, not out of
too
this
appealing,
world.
right?
Yes, not too appealing, not out of this world lah. So as we know this niche, basically this niche is the same as us lah. It's like the reflection of both of us. And until we moved to Giant, that was dulu Giant, Mas Ani Rimba Point. So Giant, it was a bigger unit, much bigger unit. So di sana lah yang we had I think the brand itu it grew. I cannot say it macam mana lah. All I can
viral.
say is viral. I think because of the niche itu, it's macam you're not like tackling like everybody is buying CBA. No, tapi this niche that you are targeting, alhamdulillah, like they love it and they keep buying it. Macam, so you can feel it like in the brand that you are doing the right thing.
Because you have repetitive customers already coming back.
Yeah, repetitive, and then they recommend lagi, and then there are also like girls and ladies out there that macam I want to try covering up more. So they went to CBA. So that feeling is actually more rewarding than the money bit lah, I would say. Macam itu rewarding when you hear your customer saying macam CBA is the savior to actually added to the feedback. So macam savior and CBA ni, so macam it feels like okay, we are doing the right thing. And the reason why we did not want to stop sebenarnya CBA is actually we were thinking, if we stop, who will be able to do the same thing as CBA ni? If we stop, who will be providing the same kind of apparels, the same kind of clothings, macam CBA. And then we could not find anyone time ato. So I think that is the essence of having a business, or the essence of becoming an entrepreneur. I think is because you see the issue or the problem or the gap that you see, and then you know you have the capacity and capability to help ato, and then you just buat. Macam tu, and then the bonus is of course doing business ni you have to make profit lah, and then you have to make a profit atu lah.
Would you say the time when CBA expanded to 2 branches would be the peak of CBA?
I think yes. Masa di Giant would be the peak of it. And then after that, we actually moved out from Giant because of the rental. It was like, we couldn't lah.
Were you still making profit, or was it already at a point where the expenses got too much that you have to move out?
The expenses become. It's actually the overheads.
Too high.
To macam it's not worth it. We felt that okay, it's not worth it lah. Macam that because every year they would tambah.
Okay.
So that is why it
Understand.
keeps adding up.
Yep.
So we had to move out to City Square. So that was when we City Square. And then I think also in business there is like a levels levels to it, macam startup, and then after that you're growing. So it's a different challenge in every step that you go. So kalau in terms of hype and the number of customers coming, I would say during the Giant one that would be the peak. We try to grow the people instead of the brand ataupun the product more.
Can I say this? When you were at Giant, in terms of sales, it would be at the peak.
Yes.
But at City Square, it was more of a matured business. It was more of now we can grow ourselves internally. Sales volume probably will drop a little bit, but the margins, the profit increase because you have lower overheads.
Yes.
So it's like totally 2 different phases,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
Young and energetic, then go into let's be more sustainable and grow the team.
Correct. Yes. So our vision also has become, the objective would have become the sustaining the business. So that was when we had our own production house. Because before this we outsourced. So now we have our own production house. So we make, like literally it's made in Brunei, made by Bruneians. So we hire Bruneians to make the clothing. So we wanted that time now. We wanted the brand to be like all like 100% Bruneian made kind of thing. Because we want it to be our USP.
Okay.
USP, unique selling point proposition at that time. So that was I think it was a big leap, and it's actually a brave decision lah. Actually, because you have. That's like you're like merging 2 different businesses, because retail and then you have the production house. But then we try to make it work, and then make it more exciting for the customers actually.
Yep. I can see that there's a lot more insights that we can tap into in terms of how you expand the business from just doing retail into productions. We will tap a lot more into that later on, right after we come back from the break. You can't change the world in 1 second, but you could make our life better with 1 click. What click? The subscribe button, so that we could gain more visibility and invite more guests to share their inspiring story on our show. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and we can get back onto the show. So before the break, Hani, you spoke about how the business was started off as a passion. But what really got me into your story was you found the mission, which was you truly understand the need of your client, and you found how you could provide the biggest value to them. And it becomes the mission, right? That drives you to wanting to do more for them. The business expanded from just retail to now having a production. When you say production house and you wanted to make it everything in Brunei, right? Does it mean it starts from the fabric? or the manufacturing of the fabric was also done by you?
No, okay, we didn't manufacture the fabric, but the fabric was bought here in Brunei. Yes.
Bought in Brunei, and then you would be able to send to a production house to produce.
Yes, to
So
produce.
everything from the designing to the production to the selling to the marketing, all done by you.
Yes, correct. This is what I learned from making these big steps in business. So probably we miscalculated somewhere in the middle, because we thought that okay, it will be more not cheaper but more efficient to have everything in house.
Yes.
So we thought that okay, one, it's gonna be faster. Then you can give you can provide to your you can serve your customer to faster. Because it's done in-house kan, and then everything you bought locally. So we thought, okay, you just have to pay salary and then normal overheads,
Yeah.
and then so we thought that okay, it's gonna be very cost effective. But then
It was not.
But then no, yeah, it was not. It has become macam okay, like, because of course we cannot overcharge our customers as well.
Correct.
So we cannot overcharge our customers too, because we know from the feedback that we get from our customers that okay, we know how much they are willing to spend for clothing. So yeah, I think that was okay. That was what we learned lah. Okay, this went wrong, and then okay, we overlooked this thing, and then so that was why, and then ngam juga at that time, that was COVID itu kan. That was COVID, and then our staff punya contract habis. So okay, seeing all this macam stuff, so macam it's probably a sign for us to take a wise decision.
Step back.
And then because if the business is not making money enough for the team and us, it's not worthwhile, the business. So okay lah, so just be the wise one, the wise businessman that we should, so that was when we stopped. And then not long after that is the COVID. Yeah, so that was when we had to try this and that, and then our team pun we had to
Let go
lah one by one until there's only one left. Then yeah,
you did mention about like the overheads and all this, right? I want to go deeper into this, because there's always this misunderstanding, right? That if everything is produced in-house, done by us, there's more control in terms of like the quality, the production, the speed, the efficiencies. But one thing that most of us may have missed out is the economy of scale, right? It will make sense if you're producing a lot.
Correct.
Because if you're still only producing very little in terms of the quantity, the cost per unit is still quite high. So it's rather hard to break even. I want to talk a little bit about how do you come to a decision of stopping?
Actually, there were lots of times yang macam itu. Okay, one thing is about myself, Hani, finance, and then accountancy, apa ni semua, it's not my strength. Okay, not my strength. That is why we hire people. Because we know it's not our strength, kan? That's why we hire people who know and who can do that for us. Okay, we had an accountant lah to do that. Tapi macam they still, even though we have staff, kan, they still depend on us, right? So like macam making all the decisions. Sometimes I can be wrong as well. I am human as well, and that is not my forte. If you ask me simple math pun, I cannot answer laju. I cannot answer laju. But so we all are bound to make mistakes and bound to make bad decisions. So sometimes we can be over ambitious sometimes. Yes, over ambitious. Okay, we bring this in. If we sell it, confirm ni we can like sell it terus, sold out. Sometimes we macam over positive over
optimistic.
Yes. Tapi when the real thing happen, macam it's not like that. Contoh, Ian dia macam tu. So in the end, macam all this you punya all this brave decisions and sometimes it doesn't pay off well in terms of
It backfires.
Yes, being in a retail business, your stocks and is your money and you have to sell it, right? If it doesn't sell, your money stucks there.
Cash flow problem.
Cash flow problem. And then okay, you paning lagi, you do. Tetapi again, as I said tadi, I mentioned this, we wanted to stop, tapi this one question always lingers. If CBS not here, who else is gonna make this modest clothing for them? Who? Nada. That was what kept us going.
The mission.
Through the years. Yes, the mission. So, because other businesses pun, I believe they go through this struggle juga, in terms of finance. Kan? They had to, keluarkan duit sendiri.
Yep.
They don't get salary for themselves.
Yep.
There are times cuma tu memang. But a wise businessman, wise entrepreneurs will know when to exit.
So tell me a little bit more about the decision or the time leading to the decision of this is
The
it.
final one.
The final one. I think we can't go further than this already.
Final countdown. Okay, that was COVID. I just gave birth, so it's very different. It's very different on a personal level and also on the business level as well. And then I also macam kesian to our staff kan, macam they're still macam working with us. Jadi macam kesian je to if things are going not as planned, and then they're still sticking with us, and then macam we do feel that lah jua. So somehow we kept going. One is for the team during that time. One is for the team. I think just for the team lah kali time tu.
You're worried about what? Them getting unemployed,
Macam,
not enough money to take care of the family.
Macam, and then lagi COVID, and because they are still, in service atu with us wah. We still macam owe them the service atu, and macam it feels like, of course we have to pay them, right?
Okay.
I make decisions based on my feelings. So macam how I treat my my feelings. My sister though, that's why she's the big boss. Because she's more
Logical.
She is the one with the structure and strategic mind. She's the one. So that is why I don't do most of the decisions. The decisions yang on my side would be all the creative and operation stuff. On the big decisions, okay, we just have to stop here and stuff, that would be my sister lah, my big sister. So I asked her after I lay down everything, macam, okay, Ka, this is what is happening at the moment. This is what we have, and yada. So, okay, that was when, okay lah, like she said,
Close it down.
if it's for the better, if it's for the better and stuff, we don't call it close because it's still ongoing at the moment. So we just close down the physical store and we continue it online.
So
Yes.
you downsize it to a point where you can operate on a minimal cost and
Yes.
minimal overheads.
Correct. So we operated online for a few months, and then the stocks we just keep it. Other than the warehouse we have to let go because it's not
Sustainable already.
in a way it's like macam minus kan, because warehouse pun you have to pay for the aircon and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So okay lah, better not, and then we just keep all the stuff at our house. The plan for the business changed. So the plan was to, okay, kata my sister, okay, the big plan is at the moment is we only produce during big seasons, so like Hari Raya. So people will be like anticipating us. So that is what CBA is at the moment lah. So macam you still have it, but it's not on a daily basis because we don't have a store kan. We don't have a physical store. We don't have a website anymore. So at least it's easier on my side lah, easier on my side to
Manage it.
to manage. So during just macam hari raya and like if there is an umrah anu punya
Like a festive season.
yes. So that was when we will produce like, okay, bam, produce, just taros, sell, and then shut
But the production house is no longer in-house lah. It's with
no
others.
lah. So that would be a different strategy. So itu tu, you have to be creative and you be adaptive in the situation that the business is currently in, because you have to stay relevant lah.
Yep.
If you just want to stay macam, you don't want to change, then macam that's not the point of being an entrepreneur or having a business. You want to stay relevant to your market atau. Yes.
Yep. We constantly change, we transform so that we can still be in the market as well. The most
Yes,
important is
correct.
just stay in the market. What would you say would be your proudest moment and also your most painful moment?
Proudest moment would be us chosen as part of the participants in Hari Belia for 2 or 3 years consecutively, and the one you
Wow.
present to Sultan.
Wow.
Yes, so that would be one of our proudest moment as CBA as a whole, because you don't get that opportunity all
Yep.
the time. So
Correct.
painful. I think that would be macam you try your best to make it work, but then it just doesn't, which is yang ujung-ujung tu lah during the final moments. I think that would be like more of the pain that you felt atau that we felt is more like, okay, like, is this it? Like you're stuck kind of pain.
Do you
So-
feel helpless?
Yes, of course. Because usually, like, if it went south, and then you can get it back again, come back stronger, you bounce back. But then, macam during that final moment, macam it's just,
Not hopeful. lah.
money going out and lagi money going out, and then things are not going in, and then yourself lagi, you're trying to be positive all the time, but you cannot. I think letting go of with the mindset that you still can macam make it work. I think that's the most painful moment lah.
But also, I think that is the most respectful moment as well, because everybody looks at the glory of starting a business and running it, right? But what you shared just now actually involves something more important for an entrepreneur, which is humility, knowing when to take a step back.
Yes,
And like I said, it's very logical. If it's not working, we should shut it down. But really acting on those decisions. So it takes a lot to admit that, we could have done a much more logical and radical decisions, but we couldn't, because even though all those wise businessmen tell us to do so, right, we're still a human being after all.
Yes.
I think those are definitely lessons that keep us humble throughout this journey.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing a lot of all this. I think we can learn a lot from even just this part of the journey. I will tap very briefly onto other businesses that you're involved in, and then we'll head into our traditions of closing up our podcast with some of the questions that we've prepared
Okay.
right after the break. This is the 10th time they asked me to do a filler, only because you haven't hit the subscribe button. Guys, help me out. I just want to get out of here. All right, I'll get back to the show first. Welcome back. So we spoke about understanding the whole life cycle of CBA, from how it started to how it eventually scaled down to the size that it is right now. It may not be there physically for us, but it is still available in the market to help fulfill its mission of ensuring that women get modest wear, but in a more fashionable manner. Then you're involving with every other thing as well. You're also supporting the educational business that your families are in terms of like daycare, in terms of like tuitions and all those. You're playing a support role. Is that something that you're still enjoying, or your heart is actually still with CVA a lot more? Like that's where the love and the passion lies.
Actually, okay. Kalau for me personally, actually my what excites me atau is actually the part that I'm doing the creative bit atau whatever business it may be. So for CBA, I find excitement. Okay, doing all this video, creating story, creating contents for it, and then doing photo shoots, making the we call it conceptualization.
Yep.
Before the photo shoot and the video shoot, the storyline. So that was where I think that lies that is where my passion lies. So it's the same thing. I am still doing doing the content for it. It's just that masa ni what changes is that I'm not in front. It's more to I am
In the back end planning.
yes, back end planning, and it works more for me because itu tu all these changes, we please don't expect yourself to be like that, macam dari damit like that sampai tua. No, it changes over time. It changes with situations, with your experience and stuff. Many things have changed. One of the most I would say yang paling significant is my perspective, how I see things, how I think now. So that is why tapi my passion itu is still there. So still in editing, still in content, but not so much on being the front person.
Understand.
It changes, it changes, and itu tuh like life is how it is, life goes on. So you just have to go with the flow, bersederhana saja, jangan stres. Kalau sedih sekejap saja. That's what I learned lah. And again back to serving my parents. My this is I think over the years when as I grow up juga, subconsciously it's what we get from our parents punya juga upbringing kan. I think seeing them macam always hustling, but we never felt. I never felt susah.
Is it not challenging?
I never feel macam I know we're not like well off. We are not rich at any tapi I never feel susah tu lah.
Like difficult?
Like we never feel like
you're lacking. You don't feel like you're lacking.
We never felt that we are lacking. We always feel we have everything.
You know what they say about this? You are rich. You have a rich life. Rich in terms of mentality, rich in terms of personality, rich in terms of experience, rich in terms of feeling. That is a meaningful life already. You cannot buy it.
Yes.
It's still a very fulfilling life that you have. You have lived it to its fullest, and it's not something that is measurable just by money itself. With all the experience that you have right now, and you mentioning that now you're more comfortable giving advices to others or sharing them some of the insight. If you could go back to your younger self and give your younger
saying I'm
oh, still young. Like now as a 28 years old talking to an 18 years old, yes. What would be that one piece of advice that you give to a younger Hani?
Don't do it to please people. One, because at the end of the day, they're not gonna, probably they would not remember what you did for them. And then this is an advice that I get from someone as well, that you gotta pray it more than how much you think. You gotta pray lebih daripada you memikirkan masalah itu. You gotta pray it more. So I think that is also part of becoming a Muslim entrepreneur, if I may. Become a Muslim entrepreneur is because the integrity in your business it lies you your you knowing macam okay, as a Muslim you have to jaga your relationship and your connection with Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. So I think that also will make a big difference to whatever you do. Business kah, study kah, apa, bekerja, it makes a big difference. So don't lose the connection with Allah. I would say that to my younger self as well. And I would say that you look cute.
Actually, I agree with you. I don't connect as well spiritually before this. Like I do have my own beliefs, but not as strongly. So I totally agree with what you say, because there will be times when you're doubtful of whatever that you're doing and you need some guidance as well. I think that's a very good advice that you want to give to your younger self.
Also during happy times, I believe we have to
stay grounded.
Stay grounded, yes.
Right, stay grounded and stay humble, right? Because you can't be on top of the world, right? I like that. What is if I were to ask you to choose your favorite quote from all the quotes that you have known for, what would be your favorite quote?
Someone told me recently is that don't undervalue yourself. Yeah, because you remember I actually rejected this offer to sit here, and then I said, oh, okay, I may not be a deserving speaker to share here as an entrepreneur. I believe that there are a lot more macam entrepreneur yang can share more valuable stuff to your audience. But yeah, so I may have been undervaluing myself. Macam terus it hits me deep.
Down to the tradition that we have at Beyond Epiphany, one thing that I always talk about is passion, money, and time. Do what you love, so that you're able to make the money for yourself and a family, so that you would have time to be with your loved ones. Like we want to have all three, passion, money, and time.
Yes.
But if you can only have two,
Okay.
you can't have all, which one would you be willing to sacrifice?
Money.
Like you answer that without skipping a bit. Like why?
Kalau for me, it's never been a priority. Mind you, I have been through a lot yang my wallet nada zero, my account zero, memang selalu. But then it doesn't shake me somehow. I don't know why, you don't ask me why. So it comes naturally to me that okay, nada duit, but it's okay. Nada is okay. We can find it. I just have that mindset. If nada money, it's okay.
Where does this source of optimism come from?
Probably my mom. Most probably. Because again, as we grow up, it's usually cuma tu saja macam it's like rooted from home. So we have that mindset. We all have that mindset, me and my siblings.
Now you could leave a questions to our next guest. Like what is the question that is like, I wish someone could share their insights on.
What is your biggest fear?
That is actually one of my favorite questions. And there's a movie that talks about this, and they have an answer to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's actually a quote by Marianne Williamson. What's your greatest fear?
What's the movie?
Coach Carter.
Coach Carter.
Yeah, Coach Carter. Yeah, the one that I asked every single one of them to watch. Right? Who still remember, right? Okay, so thank you for sharing your wisdom with all our audience.
Thank
you. Like anyone, if you have any comments or you have any feedback, just drop it in the comments. We will personally read it and we'll try to respond to it. And if you are looking to support the business that Hani is in, check out CBA, CoveredByAnnisa, or this one, okay, CoveredByAnnisa. And then we will also drop the name of the other businesses that their family is running. You can name drop, like what is the account that we should be following?
Right now?
Yeah, what account we should be following?
Noah Adventure Play School. Nawan ada dua account, tapi you can just follow the main one, Noah Adventure Play School, and Enrich Tutorial Center, and also the meeting place. I forgot to mention the meeting place. The meeting place is a venue that you guys can rent for if you butuh nangka birthday parties kan, then you guys can go to the meeting place as well. That's it. And my own personal account would be Hani Masir, HANII MASIR.
Yeah. So our team will make sure that as Hani shares it. Look here, down below. All right, so that's it. Thank you so much.